Well, obviously, the season ended, our weekend up at Maine was typical of our whole second half, to be quite honest with you. It was, the guys competed hard. I was really pleased with the way we competed, frustrated with the outcome. The fact that we're not playing this weekend, and, it was just typified our whole second half. Played hard, but just not well enough to win games, whether we gave up the go-ahead goal and ended up losing it, or we were one goal behind and trying to get it tied up, whether we pulled the goalie or whatever. So it was a good series. All the games played up in Orno were intense, fiercely competitive, and the last weekend obviously wasn't a good one for us. So it ended our season, and as I told the team, keep walk with their head up because they competed hard. Unfortunate the second half. Sorry that I couldn't help them find a way to overcome that and win more games for them, especially the seniors. So, but as I told Dylan Chanter, he was probably one of the best captains I've ever had, and the team as a whole competed as hard as you would ask guys to compete. So it was never a result of the guys not competing and working hard.
All right, questions? Has it hit you yet? Has it hit you?
Yeah.
Some thoughts, I mean, in that vein, it's kind of memories, and you didn't want to talk about, certainly toward the end of the season, talking about games they came, but you kind of as you look back now, best memory type thing.
We were just looking at a practice book in 1998, 99. The practice that we had out in Anaheim. I called Mike downstairs to look at the practice book, the lineup, comments about our championship game. We had 48 shots on that. Team, 2 lines were in one forecheck, 2 lines were in another forecheck, that kind of stuff we were just reminiscing with. But that just happened to be one of the books. Mike Murphy was in the room with me and was kind of cleaning out the stall and came across that book. So there were a lot of great memories, but that obviously was one of the big ones. You were there.
Yep.
Met Rose.
Some of the other highlights along the way.
North Dakota, Pete, North Dakota, Thomas Fortney, 0.5 seconds on the clock. Face-off play. Sousa's goal, Sousa's pass to Mowers. Albany, short-handed, beat BU to go to Frozen Four in Boston. Haydar's goal to send us to Anaheim. I think one of the weekends here with Maine, speaking of Maine, when we won our first Hockey East regular season, won both games here at the Whit, when the Whit was just, it was the place to play. And for many years, it was the place to play. So whether it was the national championship game or a BU game against BC here at the Whit, the whiteouts with Maine, never forget those.
Kirk Fried, the radio the other day, I think, was talking about, I think he said that he first came to Channel 9 in 95 or something, in one of his
BU, yeah, that was, I mean, they were still sweeping up in the concourse the day of that game so we could get the game in. You know, BU was number one in the country. Umile scores the first goal. We get to take it to overtime. I mean, you could not have written the script any better that day with playing BU, opening night at the Whittemore Center, overtime game. Tommy Nolan scoring the goal, and the place just going crazy.
Those few years there, so you closed Snively, traveled to Manchester for a year, and kind of
Yeah, we closed Snively. Eric Boganicki beat BC. I can see Boganicki jumping against the glass down that end in Snively after he won it. You know, that ended Snively Arena. Then we went on the road basically for a year and a half. And we would get dressed in a locker room somewhere in the field house, a different one. Carry our skates on our sticks in a yellow school bus to Rochester every day. We qualified for the NCAA tournament that year. Eric Flinton, Royal. We played our home games at Manchester. Opening night, playing our game in Manchester. The sewer system backs up in the locker room because they never had that many people in the rink. They couldn't handle it. We had to leave the locker room. Put our skates on out in the hallway. Our first game at JFK.
Must have smelled nice.
Huh?
It must have smelled nice.
That's why we're out in the hallway.
bad omen.
Huh? Oh.
It worked out pretty well.
What do you think you'll miss the most?
The guys, they compete, the coaches and players. Camaraderie.
Usually this time of year we talk, is your schedule set for next year? Pretty much, or-
Yeah, Mike's got it set.
So with some of the, they go to Colorado College, I think, or early on, or.
Yeah, we go to Colorado College for 2 early. Or they go to Colorado College for 2. Yeah, the schedule's set. There might be one game maybe that's not definite as when we play it.
This weekend, like others at Maine, kind of any strange happenings, or was it relatively, good hockey? And
Oh, I think it'll be good.
Weird stuff.
Good hockey. I mean, it's so darn competitive in our league this year. This will be an interesting weekend.
What's your last official duty? This?
Yeah, basically. I mean, we're in the process of transitioning. The guys are going to take a couple of weeks off. They'll come back, and Mike will basically,
When is he?
unofficially. I mean, until it officially on the paper, whatever. We're going through that now as we
When is he
speak.
officially?
I can't answer that at this point. I mean, he's basically going to take over as soon as the guys come back from the two-week break. He'll be running the show now when he officially. He's basically doing that now. So, but that's something that Marty Scavarano and Mike, myself are going through as we transition through this. I can't give you the exact date when it's official, but it's happening.
You said that it's finally starting to sink in. What's going through your mind?
rather not do it again? Fly to Alaska for a weekend or drive back from Notre Dame?
No, no.
You know what? That's a great one, Colin, to be quite honest with you. I think it's Alaska. We had some laughs, at least, on the bus ride back from Notre Dame. Made it back in time for the Patriots game. Alaska was miserable because we had to go all the way out and come all the way back. I told someone, just hit me in the head if we ever decide to do that again. So I don't think Mike is excited about doing that either. But I think that's, I'm going to miss it, but, I'm really excited that Mike Seuss is taking over. I told the team yesterday, he's like one of my own. He knows all about UNH. He'll do a terrific job, so I'm really excited to watch and follow him.
It's kind of like you recruited him twice, once as a player and then once to get him back here as an NC coach.
Yeah, but he was always, we've been fortunate to have some great coaches here, assistant coaches, and, Mike was always someone that had played here, that got into coaching, that hopefully someday would come back here and coach in some capacity, Tried to get him to get here the first time we had a position, but it was late in the process, and he had just made a commitment.
See, Coach, he didn't really start thinking seriously about coaching until he was playing overseas and realized how much hockey was a part of his life.
He's a natural at it. I mean, he's got a great feel for the game. He really knows the game well. He's a people person. People like him right away, and he's respected right away. I mean, he's good. He's really good. UNH is fortunate that he's going to be running this program, coaching these kids. So I know the kids are excited.
What words of advice did you give him? Anything?
He doesn't need any advice from me. I mean, he knows what's going on. Just be himself. He'll be fine.